Hello everybody, I'm Miguel Sanchez, and we are back! Welcome to episode 31 of Movie History, DreamWorks Animation. It's been 2 months since our last episode. Yeah, 2 months, but now we're back with another episode. I can't believe it, my friends. We are finally back in session. So thank you all for coming on by. You made history in the making. And so we thank you. Now, hey, for a delay, let's get into it. As we got a spin-off film to take a look at. This one continues the 20th Century Studios era. So prepare yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to get well. Let's do it for episode 31. It's about Penguins of Madagascar. Because it's the movie event that will blow their cover. Oh boy. It was released on November 26th of 2014. And we're going to get into it today. So let's dive right into it. If you haven't seen episode 30, our previous episode we did was How to Train Your Dragon 2. If you want to go check out the video, it's up there on the top right corner of the screen, so please click on the link up above and catch up anytime you want. However you want, I highly recommend you do so. Now, without any further delay, let's get started. So, here we go. So, about the movie. Penguins of Madagascar, also known as Penguins of Madagascar, the movie, is a 2014 American computer animated spy action comedy film produced by DreamWorks Animation and distributed by 20th Century Fox, now called 20th Century Studios. Starring the voices of Tom Graff, Chris Miller, Conrad Vernon, Christopher Knight, Benedict Cumberbatch, Ken Jeong, and Mahendru, Peter Stormare, and John Malkovich. It's a spin-off of the Madagascar film series and takes place directly after the events of Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted, following the Penguins, Skipper, Kowalski, Rico, and Private as they join forces with the Northwind Intelligence Agency to stop the octopus Dave, who seeks revenge on all penguins across the world by capturing them. Apart from the main characters, it is not directly related to the Nickelodeon TV series of a similar name. Directed by Eric Darnell and Simon J. Smith, from a screenplay written by Michael Colton, John Abbott, and Brian Sawyer, Penguins of Madagascar was released theatrically in the United States on November 26, 2014 in 2D, 3D, and Realty 3D formats, making it the only film in the Madagascar franchise to be distributed by 20th Century Studios, as well as the final DreamWorks Animation film to be produced by Pacific Data Images, prior to its closure on January 22, 2015. With DWA Glendale taking over. The film received generally positive reviews from critics, but despite grossing $373 million on its $132 million budget, the film was considered a financial disappointment by DreamWorks, and resulted in a write-down $57.1 million from the studio. Oh boy, this should be pretty good. Besides, I already own this film on YouTube. Yay! I'm on a mission to own every single DreamWorks Animation movie on YouTube. So far, I've completed the 20th Century Studios era, I've already in the Paramount era, but that's okay. We'll get to that soon. Let's get to the stats. The movie stats are as follows: directed by Eric Darnell, Simon J. Smith, screenplay by Michael Colton, John Abbott, Brandon Sawyer, story by Alan Schoolcraft, Brent Simons, and Michael Colton, and John Abbott, and John Boone. Produced by Laura Bray and Mark Swift, starring Tom Graff, Christopher Miller, Chris Miller, Christopher Knight, Conrad Vernon, Benedict Cumberbatch, Ken Jeong, and Mahendru, Peter Stormare, and John Malkovich. Edited by Nick Kenway, music by Laura Balfe. Production companies are DreamWorks Animation and Pacific Data Images, distributed by 20th Century Studios. Release dates are November 14, 2014 in China and November 26, 2014 in the United States. Running time is 91 minutes. Countries in the United States. Language is English. Budget $132 million, and the box office $373.5 million. That's a lot of money. Yikes. That's okay. So, now, without any further delay, let's get into the plot. 10 years ago, Skipper, Rico, and Kowalski are penguin chief brothers in Antarctica. Seeing a runaway egg roll from their colony, the trio rescue the egg from leper seals and are set adrift on an iceberg. When the egg hatches, the trio adopted the baby penguin as their brother, Private. In the present, the penguins leave Circus Zaragoza to celebrate Private's 10th birthday by breaking into Fort Knox to get a snack called Cheesy Dimples from a vending machine, while Private desires to be recognized as an official member of the team, but is ignored. The penguins are subsequently kidnapped and taken from a submarine, where they are confronted by an octopus named Dave, who explains that he once lived in the Central Park Zoo as a star attraction until the penguins upstaged him with their cuteness. After being repeatedly upstaged by more penguins and passed between zoos and aquariums as an unwanted animal, a better Dave disguised himself as a human scientist, Dr. Octavius Brine, to enact his revenge. Rico swallows a vial of Dave's bioweapon, the Medusa Serum, and his snow globe collection before the penguins escape. Fleeing through Venice while being pursued by Dave's henchmen, the penguins are rescued by the North Wind and interspecies intelligence consisting of Classified, the Wolf Leader, Polar Bear weapons specialist Corporal Harp Seal the demolitionist Short Fuse and Snowy Owl Intelligence Officer Eva. After Rico shows the North Wind the serum, Dave hacks into the North Wind's computers to reveal he has more of it, and more penguins start vanishing from exhibits all over the world. Upon deeming the penguins a liability to the mission, classified darts and puts them on a plane bound for Madagascar. The penguins escaped the plane and, using Dave's snow globes, deduced that the Shanghai Zoo is Dave's next target. Skipper's team forms a plan to stop Dave, and Private reluctantly agrees to be the bait. The other penguins manage to trap Dave with a dinosaur skeleton after creating a water leak in the aquarium, just as the North Wind shows up. However, Dave escapes through a drain and captures Private and the rest of the Shanghai penguins, prompting Skipper, Rico, and Kowalski to hijack the North Wind's jet to pursue him. But it is blown up after the North Wind attempts to interfere. At Dave's lair, Private learns that Dave is planning to use the Medusa serum to turn penguins into mindless and disfigured monsters, so that the public will hate and exterminate them. Upon reaching Dave's hideout, the penguins and the North Wind clash over their different plans to infiltrate the submarine, before Skipper finally admits the North Wind to be more qualified and relents. The penguins distract the octopus guards while the North Wind sneaks inside. Both teams are captured. Dave tests the Medusa serum on Private, but he escapes with a paperclip that he swallowed earlier at the last second, causing Dave and the rest of the penguins to believe he has been vaporized. Private frees the North Wind from torture devices and tries to convince them to help save the penguins, but they refuse, causing him to storm off on his own. Dave uses the Medusa serum to transform all the penguins, and as Dr. Bright unleashes them on New York City. In the chaos, Private obtains Dave's right, chases down Skipper, Kowalski, and Rico, and restores them to sanity. As the penguins and the North Wind battle Dave and his henchmen, Private inserts himself into Dave's ray, using the power of his cuteness in order to restore the other penguins to normal, though leaving himself mutated and Dave shrunk and trapped inside one of his snow globes, which a little girl plays with. For his heroism, Private finally earns his place as a qualified member of the team, and Classified congratulates the penguins and apologizes for misjudging them. As a reward, Classified gives the penguins jetpacks, which they use to fly back to Circus Zaragoza. In a post-credit scene, the penguins use Mort's cuteness to restore Private to normal. Mort is apparently unaffected by the ray at first, before quickly swallowing King Julian in the whole, to the latter's amusement. And that's the plot of the film. Let's get into the voice cast. Tom McGrath as Skipper, the leader of the Penguins. Chris Miller as Kowalski, the brains of the Penguins. Christopher Knight as Private, the rookie of the Penguins. Conrad Vernon as Rico, the loose cannon of the Penguins. Vernon replaces John DiMaggio as the voice of Rico in the film. Benedict Cumberbatch as Agent Classified, an Eurasian wolf with a British accent. He is the North Wind's team leader. Ken Jeong as Short Fuse, a Belgian white-coated harp seal and a member of the North Wind who serves as their expert in explosives and demolitions. Annette Mahendru as Eva, a Russian snowy owl with a matching accent, Kowalski's love interest / girlfriend, and the North Wind's intelligence analyst. Peter Stormare as Corporal, a Norwegian polar bear and a member of the North Wind who serves as the muscle. John Malkovich as Dave / Dr. Octavius Bry, a villainous and disgruntled giant Pacific octopus who has a human disguise. Werner Herzog as himself, credited as documentary filmmaker. Billy Eichner as New York reporter. And that's it. Danny Jacobs and Andy Richter voice King Julian the 13th in place of Sacha Baron Cohen and Mort in the mid-credit scene. Okay then, that should be pretty good. Let's get into the production. A direct-to-video spin-off featuring the feature film featuring the Madagascar penguin characters had been in the works since 2005 when the first Madagascar film was released, with a release date initially planned for 2009. Years later, DreamWorks Animation announced in March 2011 that the Penguins will be given their own theatrical film, directed by Simon J. Smith, the co-director of DreamWorks' Bean Movie, produced by Lara Brie, and written by Alan J. Schoolcraft and Brett Simons, the writers of DreamWorks' Megamind. At the July 2012 Comic-Con, DreamWorks Animation announced that the film, then titled The Penguins of Madagascar, would be released in 2015. Bob Scully, one of the developers of the Penguins of Madagascar series on Nickelodeon, said that the film would be unrelated to the TV series of the same name, but added that could always be in charge. That could always change. In early September 2012, 20th Century Studios, the studio's new distributor, and DreamWorks Animation announced the film's release date of March 27, 2015, and a new team of screenwriters for the film, Michael Colton and John Appold. Benedict Cumberbatch and John Malkovich joined the cast in August 2013. Malkovich, who had been offered the role of Dr. Octavius Brian 3.5 years before the film's release, told an audience at the July 2014 Comic-Con that he thought that it was a funny idea to use his voice for an octopus. Okay, that should be good. We want to release our theatrical. On May 20th, 2014, the film's release date was moved up to November 26, 2014 from March 27, 2015 date, switching places with DreamWorks Animation's other film, Home, which I will talk about in the next episode. So get ready for it, guys. Jeffrey Katzenberg, DreamWorks Animation CEO, explained that the film, coming from one of DWA's most successful franchises, would have an easier task to stand out around the Thanksgiving holiday season, while Home was to try taking advantage of a less competitive spring release window and repeat successful spring launches of some DWA's original films, such as The Croods and How to Train Your Dragon. The film was released 2 weeks earlier in China on November 14, 2014, where it was released by Oriental DreamWorks, now called Pearl Studio. The film was released in Realty 3D and Digital 3D formats. It was digitally remastered into the IMAX format and released in select theaters across Europe, Asia, the Middle East, and Latin America. A 4-issue comic book series based on the film was published by Titan Comics, written by Alex Matthews and drawn by Lucas Ferreira. Okay, that should be good. Moving over to home media, Penguins of Madagascar was released on DVD, Blu-ray, and Blu-ray 3D on March 17, 2015. It topped the home video sales chart in its first week. Okay, guys, let's get into reception. Starting with box office. Penguins of Madagascar grossed $83.4 million in North America and $290.2 million in foreign countries for a worldwide total of $373.6 million. Yeah, $373.6 million. The film's production budget was $132 million, which, according to DreamWorks Animation's president and Daly, excluded incentive-based compensation. By the end of 2014, the studio had to take a $57.1 million write-down, primarily related to the performances of Penguins of Madagascar and another DreamWorks Animation film, Mr. Peabody and Sherman. The Penguins of Madagascar was released on November 26, 2014 in North America and Canada across 3,764 theaters. It earned $625 million in its opening day and $395 million on the next day, on Thanksgiving Day. It earned $10.5 million on Black Friday. The film underperformed during its opening weekend, earning $25.4 million and debuting at number 2 at the box office, behind The Hunger Games: Mockingjay Part 1, for which 3D accounted for 24% of its opening weekend gross. The opening weekend audience was eventually split among those under and over the age of 25, with 58% and female accounted 51%. Oh boy, this should be good. The film was released in China on November 14th, 2 weeks ahead of its North American debut, and it earned $11.3 million from 3,500 screens, debuting at number 2 at the Chinese box office, behind Interstellar with $42 million. In its opening weekend, the film earned $36.5 million from 47 markets. Overall, the top openings were in Russia with $8.2 million, Korea with $6 million, Italy with $4.63 million, Germany with $4.2 million, and Australia with $3.68 million. The film's opening in Germany was the second highest for an animated film in 2014, behind How to Train Your Dragon 2, which I already talked about in the previous episode, so you can go check it out right now after you watch this video. Move on to reception. Continuing on reception, go to critical response. On review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, Penguins of Madagascar holds an approval rating of 74% based on 117 reviews, with an average rating of 6.2 out of 10. The site's critical consensus reads, Penguins of Madagascar is fast and brightly colored enough. It's fast and brightly colored enough to entertain small children, but too frantically silly to offer real film-going fun for the whole family. On Metacritic, the film achieved a score of 53 out of 100, based on reviews from 31 critics, indicating mixed or average reviews. Audiences surveyed by CinemaScore gave the film an average grade of A- on an A plus to F scale. On an A to A plus scale, it's getting an A-. Elizabeth Weisman of the New York Daily News gave the film 3 out of 5 stars, saying, granted, it's no classic, but a sassy script and a good-natured voice work from Benedict Cumberbatch and John Malkovich should keep kids and grown-ups entertained over the holidays. Ignatiy Vishnevsky I don't know, Ignaty Vishnevetsky. Yeah, Ignaty Vishnevetsky of the AV Club gave the film a B, saying frenetic and frequently funny. Penguins of Madagascar. Sorry. Let's try again. Frenetic and frequently funny. Penguins of Madagascar represents the DreamWorks Animation franchise style, which boils down to self-aware but naive, talking animals who learn kid-friendly life lessons as most palatable. Ben Kenningsberg of the New York Times gave the film a positive review, saying the lack of originality is offset by sheer silliness, including classified and Skipper's Abbott and Costello style argument over whether there's a long I in diversion. The word fits the movie. Okay, that's good. Bill Zwecker of the Chicago Sun-Times gave the film 3 out of 4 stars, saying, once again, the Madagascar team have come up with a winner. A nice way to kick off the Thanksgiving and holiday film-going experience for the whole family. Lou Lumenick of the New York Post gave the film 1 out of 4 stars, saying Penguins of Madagascar is a lazy, noisy, ADHD-addled collection of anime cliches guaranteed to give anyone older than 5 a headache, even if you don't see it in optional 3D. Michael Rechtschaffen of the Hollywood Reporter gave the film a negative review, saying while there are plenty of madcap antics to fill a feature, all that manic energy ultimately proves to be more exhausting than exhilarating. Jeff Lebrick of Entertainment Weekly gave the film a C-, saying Penguins of Madagascar aims primarily for the kiddies, racing from one frenetic action sequence to another, like some haywire Walter Lance cartoon. Okay, that should be pretty good, but that's okay. We already saw that. That was from the previous episode, but that's okay. Move on to accolades. List of awards and nominations. Award, film festival, film festival category recipients and result. 42nd Annie Awards. Outstanding achievement for animated effects and animated production. Michel Patel, Nicholas Delbecq, Santosh Kedar, and Yash Argawal. And outstanding achievement for character animation and animated feature production. Ravi Campbell. And outstanding achievement for character animation, for character design and animated feature production. Craig Kilman, Joe Moshier, Steve Lewis, and Todd Kurosawa. All nominated. Sorry. 51st Cinema Audio Society Awards. Outstanding achievement in sound mixing for motion picture anime. T.K. Sheldon, Paul N.J. Alderson, Dennis Sands, and Randy K. Singer nominated. Too bad. To 28th Kids' Choice Awards, favorite animated movie, and 11th St. Louis Film Critics Association Awards, best animated film. Eric Darnell and Simon J. Smith nominated. So they all got nominated, but they never won an award. So sorry, friends. Then we got soundtrack. Lord Balfe composed the original score for the film, making it his first solo debut in a DreamWorks Animation film. Balfe wrote the additional music for the previous 2 Madagascar films and helped Madagascar composer Hans Zimmer with the score for Megamind. The soundtrack was released on November 25th, 2014 by Relativity Media Group. Relativity Music Group. Relativity Music Group. Relativity also released an EP, Penguins of Madagascar, Black and White Christmas album, which features 5 holiday songs. Pitbull performed a song titled Celebrate for the film, which was played during the credits. A music video of the song was also released on YouTube on October 24th, 2014. And that's it. Let's take a look at the tracks. Number 1. Start with number, title, and length. Number 1. The Penguins of Madagascar. Runtime, 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Number 2. Antarctica. Runtime, 3 minutes and 31 seconds. Number 3. Demersis. Runtime, 2 minutes and 53 seconds. Number 4. Slotcherry. Runtime, 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Number 5. Adelaide. Runtime, 3 minutes and 31 seconds. Number 6. Fort Sterry. Runtime, 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Number 7. The Patagonicus. Runtime, 3 minutes and 3 seconds. Number 8. The Bachelicus. The Bachelicus. Runtime, 1 minute and 24 seconds. Number 9. Private Steam. Runtime, 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Number 10. Robustus. Runtime, 3 minutes and 36 seconds. Number 11. Eudiptula Biter. Runtime, 1 minute and 35 seconds. Number 12. Chrysolophus. Runtime, 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Number 13. Chrysocomb. Runtime, 1 minute and 59 seconds. Number 4. Antipodes. Runtime, 1 minute 20 seconds. Number 15, Schlegeli. Runtime, 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Number 16, Meticulous. Runtime, 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Number 17, Papua. Runtime, 1 minute 56 seconds. Number 8, Humboldt T. Runtime, 2 minutes 52 seconds. And finally, number 19, He is Dave, featuring Anthony Jen. Runtime, 3 minutes and 14 seconds. So, yeah, that's a lot. And finally, for a video game based on the film Penguins of Madagascar, Penguins of Madagascar, and published by Little Orbit, was released on November 25th, 2014 for Nintendo 3DS, Wii, and Wii U. So that's it, and that's going to do it for Penguins of Madagascar. Let's get into the final rating for this movie. So, the movie, as I say, Penguins of Madagascar is definitely a great film. I highly enjoyed it so much, and it's totally worth it at the end of the day. It's got great characters, great animation. Despite the main characters being just penguins, they're all good to go, and there's no better way than to enjoy it all together. And so that's, at the end of the day, I'm going to give this one a score of 7 out of 10. It's a good movie. So either way, it's a great, but still an awesome movie. I hope anybody can enjoy it so much, and I hope anything can happen in the future. So congratulations to Penguins, Skipper, Kowalski, Rico, and Private. You are the best penguins in the world. I guarantee you're going to love it. And with that, it's just my personal and conservative opinion. Feel free to agree or disagree with any thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. That being said, that's it for today. Thanks for watching another episode of Movie History, DreamWorks Animation. We're back after 2 months off. We're so glad you came back with us. Don't forget to check out some wonderful videos on channel. And don't forget about logo reviews coming soon. Where we'll be about Paramount Network. A new episode just came out today. It was about Hallmark dramas, so be on the lookout for the next episode coming soon. Also on Logo History, we'll take a look at Biracial Run the Funk. That's right. I've done so many episodes in the past, but now we're finally going to take a look at the Biracial Run the Funk as our German broadcaster marathon begins. So stay tuned and be on the lookout for Rob Geo for Elves Logo History Told, where we'll be about Coca-Cola, and a Logo History Showdown. We've got another exhilarating matchup between Apple and Samsung, so be on the lookout for that. As well as our new Mochi Monthly series, Busters, Zoshing Space. Be on the lookout for that coming soon. You do not want to miss it. For the rest of the schedule, please check some wonderful videos on the channel. For now, thanks for watching. I'm Miguel Sanchez. You be yourself, and I will see you next time on Movie History, DreamWorks Animation. So join me next time for episode 32. We'll be taking a look at Home. That's right, worlds collide in this next episode as the 20th Century Studios era continues with Home, March 27th. So that was the release date for the film. But yeah, stay tuned for episode 32 as we take a look at Home. Coming up next time on Movie History, DreamWorks Animation. Until then, if you want to go catch up on past episodes, there's a playlist for that. I'll put a link to the playlist up there at the top right corner of the screen. So please click on the link up above and catch up anytime you want. However you want, I highly recommend you can do so. With all that said, thanks for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share this video with your friends, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, turn on notifications to the video. Please subscribe to the notifications to miss a new video from me as we're on the road to 2,500 subscribers. Thanks again for watching. Take care. Have a great day. I'll talk to you guys again next time. I'm Miguel Sanchez off for Movie History, DreamWorks Animation. Thanks for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe. I'll see you in another video. Laters!